No maid could stand the Mafia boss's autistic son. 12 caregivers quit in 1 year. The boy screamed, scratched, and refused to be touched. Everyone said he was impossible. Then a new maid arrived. A broken single mother with nothing left to lose. She had lost her own child in a tragic accident and swore she'd never work with kids again. But desperation drove her to accept a job at a mansion surrounded by armed guards, working for a man with a deadly past. The boy hadn't spoken in 2 years, not since he watched his mother die. Doctors said he never would, but this maid did the unthinkable. She reached him, got him to speak, made the hardened Mafia boss believe in redemption. But when his violent past comes back for revenge, targeting the woman and child he's learning to love, everything they've built hangs by a thread. Can a former killer protect his new family? Can love survive when the Mafia demands blood? And will the boy who finally found his voice lose everything all over again? The rain hammers against my apartment window. I stare at the eviction notice taped to my door. 3 weeks. That's all I have left before I'm out on the street. I sink onto the worn sofa. My hands shake as I open the newspaper. The classified section is thin. Most of the jobs require experience I don't have anymore. I haven't taught kindergarten in 3 years, not since the accident. I flip another page. My eyes catch on a boxed ad at the bottom. Live-in housekeeper wanted immediate start. Unusual childcare duties. Generous salary. Discretion required. My chest tightens. Childcare. The word sends a sharp pain through me. I haven't been around children since I lost Daniel. I can't even walk past a playground without feeling like I'm drowning, but the salary listed makes my breath catch. It's 3 times what I made teaching, 3 times what I could make anywhere else with my scattered work history. I read the number at the bottom of the ad. My fingers hover over my phone. Every part of me screams to look away, to find something else, anything else. But there is nothing else. I dial before I can change my mind. A man answers on the second ring. His voice is formal. Romano residence. I'm calling about the housekeeper position. My voice trembles. Your name? Emma Carter. The silence stretches. I hear papers rustling in the background. Do you have childcare experience, Miss Carter? Yes. I was a kindergarten teacher for 5 years. I don't mention that I quit, that I fell apart completely after Daniel died. The child in question has special needs. Are you comfortable with that? Something shifts in my chest. Special needs. The words feel familiar. Safe, even. Daniel had been so gentle with the kids in his class who struggled. He taught me to see past the behavior to the hurting child underneath. Yes, I say. I'm comfortable with that. More rustling. Then, can you come tomorrow morning? 8 o'clock. I'll be there. You'll be meeting Mr. Romano. Don't be late. He hangs up before I can respond. I sit in the quiet apartment. Rain still drums against the glass. For the first time in months, I feel something other than emptiness. It's small, fragile, but it's there. Hope. The mansion looms before me like something from a movie. Dark stone, iron gates. 2 men in suits stand at the entrance. They look like soldiers. My stomach tightens. What kind of family needs armed guards? I approach slowly. One of the men steps forward. His face is stone. Name, Emma Carter. I have an appointment at 8. He pulls out a tablet, scrolls through it. His eyes find mine. ID. I fumble for my driver's license. My hands are shaking again. He studies it for what feels like forever. Then he nods to the other guard. The gates swing open with a low groan. Straight up the drive. Ring the bell at the main entrance. I walk through. The gates close behind me with a heavy clang. My heart pounds against my ribs. Everything in me wants to turn around, to run, but I keep walking. The house is even bigger up close. 3 stories of dark windows and perfect stonework. I climb the steps and press the doorbell. It echoes somewhere deep inside. An older man opens the door. He's wearing a crisp suit. His white hair is perfectly combed. Ms. Carter, this way, please. I follow him through a marble entryway. The walls are covered in expensive art, but it's the children's drawings that catch my eye. They're scattered between the paintings. Crayon scribbles, bright colors, chaos in the middle of all this perfection. Luca's work. It has to be. The butler leads me to a large office. A man sits behind the desk. He's younger than I expected, maybe 40. His dark suit fits perfectly. His face is handsome but cold, distant. His eyes find mine. They're gray, empty. Sit. His voice is quiet, controlled. I sit. My hands grip my purse in my lap. You're the teacher. It's not a question. Yes. I taught kindergarten for 5 years. Why did you stop? The question hits me like a fist. I wasn't prepared for it. For the truth. Personal reasons. My voice is barely a whisper. Something shifts in his expression. He leans back in his chair, studies me. My son is 8 years old. He's autistic, nonverbal. He's been through 12 caregivers in the past year. They all quit. Why? He screams. He scratches. He refuses to be touched. Mateo's jaw tightens. He's difficult. Emma felt anger flare in her chest. He's not difficult. He's scared. The words hang in the air between us. Mateo's eyes narrow. You don't know anything about my son. No. But I know about scared children. I lean forward. And I know they're not difficult. They're hurting. The silence stretches. Mateo's expression doesn't change, but something in his eyes does. Something small, like a crack in ice. The door opens. An elderly woman enters. She's small, round. Her eyes are warm and sharp at the same time. Mateo, don't scare the poor girl. Her voice carries an Italian accent. She moves to my side. Her hand rests on my shoulder. I'm Rosa, Mateo's mother. It's nice to meet you. I start to stand, but she waves me down. You have children, yes? Rosa asks. My throat closes. I had a son. Rosa's eyes soften. She knows. Somehow she knows without me saying more. Then you understand. She turns to Mateo. Hire her. Mama, hire her. God sent her to us. I can feel it. Mateo's jaw works. His eyes move between his mother and me. Finally, he sighs. You'll start immediately. Live in. Your room will be on the 2nd floor near Luca's. The salary is as advertised. He pulls out a contract, slides it across the desk. Sign here. I read through it quickly. The terms are fair, more than fair. I sign. Mateo stands. You'll last a day, maybe 2. I meet his eyes. Something in me refuses to look away. Let's find out. Rosa leads me upstairs. The hallway is long and quiet. Our footsteps echo on the hardwood. Luca's room is at the end, she says. He hasn't come out this morning. He's having a bad day. Does he have many bad days? Most days are bad since his mother died. Rosa's voice breaks slightly. 2 years now. He saw it happen. The car. The blood. He hasn't spoken since. My chest tightens. I know that kind of trauma. That kind of silence that swallows everything. We stop at a closed door. Rosa knocks softly. Luca, tesoro. Someone is here to meet you. No response. Rosa opens the door carefully. The room beyond looks like a tornado hit it. Toys scattered everywhere. Books torn and tossed. The curtains drawn tight against the morning light. And underneath a small table in the corner, a boy. He's smaller than I expected. Thin. His dark hair falls over his eyes. His knees are pulled tight to his chest. Emma felt her heart break and mend at the same time. Hello, Luca. I keep my voice soft, gentle. My name is Emma. He doesn't look up. His small hands cover his ears. I'm just going to sit here for a while. Is that okay? I lower myself to the floor. Not too close. Just close enough that he knows I'm here. Rosa watches from the doorway. Her eyes are wet. I'll bring lunch in an hour, she whispers. Then she's gone. The silence hangs heavy. I don't try to fill it. I learned a long time ago that silence can be a gift. A space to breathe. I hum quietly. An old lullaby my mother used to sing. The melody is simple, soft. Luca's hands lower slightly from his ears. I keep humming. My eyes drift around the room. There are drawings everywhere, taped to the walls, scattered on the floor. They're beautiful, full of color and motion. A child's pure vision of the world. You're an artist, I say quietly. These are wonderful. Luca shifts under the table. I see his face for just a second. His eyes are huge, dark, filled with something I recognize, fear. I used to draw too, I continue. Not as well as you, but I liked it. The way the colors mixed together. I reach into my bag, pull out a small notebook, some colored pencils. I start to draw. Nothing fancy, just shapes. A house, a tree, A sun with rays stretching out. 10 minutes pass, then 20. Luca doesn't move, but he's watching. I can feel his eyes on my paper. When Rosa brings lunch, I thank her and set the tray near the table. Not too close, just within reach. I'm going to eat now, I say. You can join me if you want. Or not. Either way is okay. I move to the other side of the room. Give him space. I eat slowly. The sandwich tastes like cardboard, but I force it down. When I glance back, one of the cookies from the tray is gone. My breath catches. It's such a small thing, but it feels enormous. Thank you for sharing lunch with me, Luca. My voice is soft, warm. I'll see you after my break. I leave the room. In the hallway, I lean against the wall. My hands tremble. Not from fear this time, from hope. That evening, I unpack in my new room. It's beautiful, bigger than my entire apartment. The bed is soft. The view overlooks a garden that even in the rain looks peaceful. I place Daniel's photo on the nightstand. He smiles up at me. Forever 6. Forever frozen in that last perfect moment before the accident. I'm trying, I whisper to his picture. I'm trying to do what you'd want me to do. Before bed, I stop at Luca's door. I knock softly. No answer. I ease it open just a crack. He's in bed now. The covers are pulled up to his chin. His eyes are closed, but I can tell he's not sleeping. His breathing is too quick. I step inside, place a small toy car on his nightstand. It's wooden, painted bright red. I found it in one of the downstairs rooms. Good night, Luca. My voice is barely a whisper. Sweet dreams. I leave the door cracked. A strip of hallway light falls across his floor. In my room, I lie awake for a long time. The rain has finally stopped. Somewhere in the house, I hear footsteps. Matteo, probably. Walking his own lonely halls. 2 broken people under one roof. 3, if you count Luca. Maybe Rosa's right. Maybe God did send me here. Or maybe I'm just desperate enough to believe it. Morning light wakes me. For a moment, I forget where I am. Then it all comes back. The mansion. Luca. The weight of what I've agreed to do. I dress quickly and head downstairs. Rosa is in the kitchen making coffee. The smell fills the room. Good morning, Cara. She pours me a cup without asking. Did you sleep? Some. Matteo didn't sleep at all. He never does. She shakes her head. That man carries too much on his shoulders. A servant enters with my breakfast tray, but something on it makes me freeze. The toy car. The one I left in Luca's room. It's been placed carefully next to my orange juice. Emma's breath caught. Her hands shook as she picked it up. He brought it down, Rosa says. Her eyes are shining. He wanted you to have it back. Or he wanted me to know he saw it. I hold the car against my chest. He's communicating. See, he is. I don't eat breakfast. I take the tray and the car straight back upstairs. Luca's door is closed again. I knock. Luca? It's Emma. I got your message. Thank you. I wait. Count to 10. Then I hear it. The softest sound. A shuffle of feet. I'm going to try something today. If you don't like it, you can tell me to stop. Okay? Silence. I'm going to hum again. Like yesterday. And maybe tap a little rhythm. You can join in if you want. Or just listen. I sit outside his door. Start humming the same lullaby. My hand taps gently against the floor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Minutes pass. Then, so quiet I almost miss it. I hear tapping from inside the room, matching my rhythm. 1, 2, 3. My eyes fill with tears. I keep humming, keep tapping. We create music through a closed door. 2 broken people learning to speak the same language. When Rosa finds me 20 minutes later, she says nothing. She just sits beside me, adds her own humming to the melody. 3 voices now, 3 rhythms. From inside, Luca's tapping grows stronger. That afternoon, Matteo watches from somewhere. I can feel it. Rosa told me about the security cameras, how he monitors everything, how he can't let go of control. I don't mind. Let him watch. Let him see what patience looks like. I sit in Luca's room now. He's still under the table, but he's facing me. His eyes meet mine for just a second before darting away. I had a little boy once, I say. My voice breaks on the words. His name was Daniel. He loved cars too. Luca's eyes find mine again, searching. He died 3 years ago. A car accident. He was only 6. Tears run down my face. I don't wipe them away. I miss him every single day. The silence stretches, but it feels different now, shared, heavy with understanding. I think he'd like you, I continue. He was gentle, kind. He loved helping other kids when they felt sad. Luca shifts. Slowly, he slides a piece of paper toward me. It's a drawing. A woman with yellow hair. A boy with dark hair. They're holding hands. My throat closes completely. I pick up the paper with shaking hands. Is this you and me? I ask. He doesn't nod, doesn't respond, but something shifts in his expression, something that might be yes. It's beautiful. Can I keep it? He pushes another crayon toward me. Green. An invitation. We draw together in silence. Him under his table. Me on the floor across from him. Our papers spread between us like a bridge. When Matteo appears in the doorway an hour later, he stops. His eyes find mine. For once, there's no coldness, no distance, just wonder. He hasn't drawn with anyone before, Matteo says. His voice is rough, not since she died. He's ready now. I look back at Luca. He's been ready. He just needed someone to wait with him. Matteo watches us for another moment. Then he turns and walks away. But I hear something in his footsteps that wasn't there before. Hope. 3 days pass. Each one brings small victories. Luca allows me to sit closer. He eats lunch with me in the room now instead of hiding. He taps rhythms with me every morning. But he still won't let me touch him. Won't come out of his room. On the 4th day, storm clouds roll in. The sky turns black by afternoon. Thunder rumbles in the distance. I'm reading to Luca from a picture book. He's sitting near me now. Close enough that I can see the freckles on his nose. Close enough that I could reach out and touch him if I wanted to. But I don't. Not yet. And the little train said, I think I can. I think I can. Lightning cracks across the sky. The whole house shakes with thunder. Luca screams. He bolts. Past me. Out the door. Down the hallway. Luca! I drop the book and chase him. He's fast. Small and quick and terrified. He flies down the stairs. Through the kitchen. Rosa calls out, but I'm already following. The back door slams open. Luca runs into the garden. Rain pours down. Lightning flashes again. He stumbles toward the pond at the far end. Luca, stop. He doesn't hear me. Or can't. He's lost to his panic. To whatever memory the storm triggered. I run harder. My feet slip on wet grass. Another crack of lightning. Thunder so loud it rattles my bones. Luca reaches the pond. He doesn't stop. He runs straight in. No! I dive in after him. The water is cold. Dark. The rain pounds the surface. I can barely see. My hands find him. He's thrashing, fighting me. His small fists hit my arms, my chest. But I don't let go. I pull him toward the edge. Haul us both onto the muddy bank. He's sobbing now. Huge, gasping sobs that shake his whole body. I hold him. Pull him against my chest. Rock him like I used to rock Daniel. You're safe. You're safe. I've got you. Footsteps pound across the grass. Matteo drops to his knees beside us. His face is white. His hands reach for Luca, but stop. Is he hurt? No. Just scared. I keep rocking. Keep holding. The storm triggered something. His mother died in a storm. Matteo's voice cracks. I should have known. I should have been watching. Mama. The word is so soft I almost miss it. But Matteo hears it. His whole body goes still. Luca's small hand clutches my shirt. He burrows against me. His voice is tiny, broken, but clear. Mama. Matteo collapses. His hands cover his face. His shoulders shake with sobs he's been holding back for 2 years. I look up at the storm, at the lightning still flashing across the sky, and I thank God for bringing me here, for giving me this moment, this child, this chance to matter again. I'm here, baby. I press my cheek to Luca's wet hair. Mama's here. Rosa wraps us in towels, fusses over Luca while I stand dripping on the marble floor. Matteo hasn't moved from the garden. He's still on his knees in the rain. Go to him, Rosa says. I'll take care of the little one. He said, Mama. I can barely believe it. He spoke. See, and he will speak again, because of you. She touches my cheek. Her eyes are full of tears. God knew what he was doing when he sent you to us. I change into dry clothes. My whole body is shaking, not from cold, from the enormity of what just happened. When I come back downstairs, Matteo is inside. He's sitting at the kitchen table. His clothes are soaked. His head is in his hands. Mr. Romano? He looks up. His eyes are red, raw. Call me Matteo. His voice is barely a whisper. Please. I sit across from him. My hands rest on the table between us. He hasn't said a word in 2 years, Matteo says. The doctor said he might never speak, that the trauma was too deep. Trauma can heal. It just takes time. And patience. I lean forward. And love. His eyes find mine. Something passes between us. An understanding. A recognition of shared pain. I don't know how to do this, he admits. How to be the father he needs. You're already doing it. You hired me. You kept trying even when everyone else gave up. My voice is firm. That's love. I thought I was beyond redemption. His jaw tightens. After the things I've done, the life I've lived, no one is beyond redemption. Not if they choose to change. The silence stretches. But it's not uncomfortable. It's full of possibility, of hope. Thank you, Matteo says finally, for saving him, for not giving up. Thank you for letting me try. The next morning, sunlight streams through every window. Rosa calls it a sign, a blessing from God. Matteo calls specialists, wants to rush Luca to doctors, to hospitals, to experts who can evaluate and test and diagnose. No, I stand my ground in his office. He doesn't need doctors. He needs stability, consistency, time to feel safe. He spoke after 2 years of silence. Matteo's voice is sharp, controlled. We need to know why. What caused it? Love caused it. I cross my arms. Connection. Trust. Those aren't things doctors can measure. This is my son, and I'm the one he called Mama. The words hang between us. Harsh. True. Matteo's face goes pale. I'm sorry, I say quickly. I didn't mean... You're right. He sinks into his chair. You're right. I've been so focused on fixing him that I forgot to just be with him. Something shifts in my chest. This man, this cold, controlled man. He's not cold at all. He's terrified. Start small, I say softly. Come read with us tonight. Just sit. Be present. Let him get used to you again. What if he doesn't want me there? Then we'll try again tomorrow, and the day after, until he does. Matteo nods. His eyes are wet. Okay. That evening, I tuck Luca into bed. He lets me now, lets me pull the covers up to his chin, smooth his hair back from his forehead. He even smiles. Just a little. But it's there. Ready for your story? I ask. He nods. The door opens. Matteo stands in the doorway. He's uncertain, awkward in his own son's room. Luca tenses. His eyes dart to me. Daddy wants to hear the story too, I say gently. Is that okay? Luca doesn't respond, but he doesn't hide either. Matteo sits in the chair by the window, far enough away to not be threatening, close enough to matter. I read about a brave little engine, about mountains that seem too high, about trying and failing and trying again until finally succeeding. Luca's eyes grow heavy. His breathing slows. When I finish, I look up. Matteo is watching his son with such raw love that it hurts to see. He hasn't slept peacefully since his mother died. Matteo whispers. But look at him. Luca is completely relaxed. His face soft. His small hands curled against his chest. You did this, Matteo says. His eyes find mine. You brought him back to me. We did it together. I stand to leave, but Matteo catches my hand. His touch is gentle, uncertain. Stay, please, just for a moment. We stand in the quiet room, watching this beautiful, broken child breathe. The moment feels sacred, holy even. I need to tell you something, Matteo says. About my life, about the things I've done. Not tonight. I squeeze his hand. Tonight is for celebrating, for being grateful. He nods, releases my hand slowly. But something has changed between us. Something neither of us fully understands yet. I leave him there, standing guard over his sleeping son, a father learning to love again. The following week, Rosa insists we celebrate properly. A small family dinner. Nothing fancy. Just the 4 of us gathered around the kitchen table instead of the formal dining room. She makes lasagna, garlic bread, a simple salad. The smell fills the entire house. Luca sits between Matteo and me. He's humming now, softly, the melody I taught him that first day. He's happy, Rosa says. Her eyes shine. Listen, he's happy. Matteo's hand trembles as he reaches for his water glass. I see him swallow hard, fighting emotion. To new beginnings, Rosa raises her glass. To answered prayers. We touch our glasses together. Even Luca lifts his cup of milk. His small hand is steady. Sure. Outside, thunder rumbles. But this time Luca doesn't flinch. He looks at me. His eyes are calm. It's okay, I tell him. Just a little rain. It can't hurt you here. Lightning flashes through the windows. Luca watches it. Then something amazing happens. He laughs. It's a small sound, rusty from disuse, but it's pure joy. Matteo's eyes find mine across the table. In that moment, I see everything he's feeling: gratitude, wonder, and something else. Something deeper. Something I'm not ready to name yet. Rosa dabs her eyes with her napkin. I told you God would send help. I told you to have faith. You were right, Mama. Matteo's voice is thick. As always, we eat in comfortable silence. Luca tries everything on his plate. He even reaches for seconds. Each bite feels like a victory. When dinner ends, I start to clear the dishes, but Matteo stops me. Leave them. Tonight we just be. So we sit, the four of us around a simple table. Rain taps against the windows. Lightning flickers. But inside, we're warm, safe, together. Emma felt something she hadn't felt in 3 years. She felt like she belonged. Days blend into weeks. The mansion feels different now. Alive. Every morning I wake to sunlight streaming through my window. I hear Luca's footsteps in the hall, small, pattering, no longer hiding. He comes to my door and knocks. 3 soft taps. Our signal. Good morning, sweetheart. I open the door. He stands there in his pajamas, his hair sticking up in all directions. He smiles. Then he takes my hand. My chest tightens every time. His trust is a gift I never take for granted. We go downstairs together. Rosa has breakfast waiting, pancakes with fresh berries, orange juice in crystal glasses that catch the light. Matteo joins us now. Every morning, he's learned to move slowly around Luca, to speak softly, to wait for his son to come to him instead of reaching first. Sleep well? Matteo asks me. His voice is warm. Yes? You? Better than usual. His eyes find mine. Something passes between us. Something that makes my stomach flutter. Luca climbs into his chair, reaches for the syrup. Matteo guides his hand, shows him how to pour without spilling. Good job, buddy. Matteo's voice is proud. Luca looks up at his father, really looks at him. Then he pats Matteo's hand. Just once. But it's enough. Matteo's breath catches. His eyes go bright with unshed tears. Thank you, son. His voice breaks on the words. Rosa watches from the stove. Her hand clutches her rosary. Her lips move in silent prayer. These moments, these small, perfect moments, they're what healing looks like. After breakfast, we go to the garden. It's become our routine. Luca's therapy exercises mixed with play, learning through joy instead of pressure. Today, I'm teaching him about plants, how they grow from tiny seeds into something beautiful. See this? I hold up a sunflower seed. It looks small, but inside is everything it needs to become tall and strong. Luca takes the seed, examines it carefully. His brow furrows in concentration. Just like you, I continue. You have everything inside you already. We're just helping it grow. Matteo sits on the garden bench. He's supposed to be working, taking calls, running his business. But he's here instead, watching us. Can I help? He asks. Luca looks at me, uncertain. The more hands, the faster we plant, I say. Right, Luca? Luca nods slowly, hands his father a seed. Matteo kneels in the dirt. His expensive suit will be ruined, but he doesn't care. He digs a small hole beside Luca's. They plant their seeds side by side. Now we water them, I say, and we wait. Growing takes time. Patience, Matteo says. His eyes find mine over Luca's head. I'm learning about that. We water the seeds. Luca hums while he works. The same melody I taught him. It's become his favorite. When we finish, Luca's hands are covered in dirt. He laughs. Actually laughs. Then he reaches up and smudges dirt on Mateo's cheek. Mateo freezes. His eyes go wide. Then he grins. A real, genuine grin. Oh, you think that's funny? He dips his fingers in the dirt. Carefully, gently, touches Luca's nose. Luca giggles. The sound is pure magic. Emma's breath caught. She'd never heard him laugh like this before. They have a dirt fight, father and son, rolling in the garden like puppies, getting filthy and not caring. Rosa appears on the terrace. Matteo Alessandro Romano, your suit! It's just a suit, Mama! He's laughing too now. Really laughing. I watch them. My heart's so full it aches. This is what I prayed for. What I hoped for. A family healing together. That evening, Rosa finds me on the terrace. I'm watching the sunset. The sky is painted orange and pink. You've done a miracle here, Kara. She sits beside me. Her old hands clasp mine. It's not me. It's all of us. Together. No, don't be humble. God sent you to us for a reason. Her eyes search mine. You saved my grandson. And my son too, I think. Matteo doesn't need saving. He just needs to forgive himself. For what, do you know? Rosa's voice drops. What he did before? He's mentioned his past, but not the details. I turn to her. Should I know? Rosa sighs. Her face grows heavy with old sadness. Matteo's wife, Lucia. She was killed 2 years ago. A gang attacked their car. They were aiming for Matteo, but hit her instead. Her voice shakes. Luca was in the back seat. He saw everything. My stomach drops. Oh, God. Matteo was in the Mafia, a boss, powerful, feared. Rosa wipes her eyes. After Lucia died, he walked away, refused to fight anymore. But the guilt never left him. He blames himself, every day, every moment. Rosa squeezes my hand. He thinks God punished him, took his wife because of his sins. That's not how God works. I know that. You know that. But Matteo? She shakes her head. He's built walls so high around his heart. I look through the terrace doors. Matteo is reading to Luca in the living room, their heads bent together over a picture book. The walls are coming down, I say softly. Slowly, but they're coming down. Because of you. Rosa stands, kisses my forehead. Don't give up on him, Kara. He needs you more than he knows. She leaves me alone with the sunset, with the weight of what she's told me. Matteo was in the Mafia. His wife was murdered because of him, and Luca saw it all happen. The pieces fall into place. The guards, the security cameras, the distance in Matteo's eyes. He's not just protecting his son, he's protecting himself from more loss. Emma felt her chest tighten with understanding. Later that night, I can't sleep. I wander downstairs for water. The house is dark, quiet, but there's light coming from the chapel, a small room off the main hall that I've never entered. I push the door open carefully. Matteo sits in the front pew, his head bowed, his hands clasped. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I start to leave. Stay. His voice is rough, tired. Please. I sit beside him, not too close, just close enough to matter. I haven't prayed in 2 years, he says. Not since Lucia died. I told God I was done with him. But you're here now. Because of Luca. Because of you. He turns to me. His eyes are dark, haunted. I watched you pray with my son. Saw the peace it brought him. And I wondered if maybe what? Maybe I'm not beyond forgiveness. His jaw tightens. Maybe God hasn't completely abandoned me. God never abandons us. We abandon ourselves. I touch his arm gently. You've spent 2 years punishing yourself, but Luca needs you, not your guilt. Just you. I don't know how to let it go. You start small. You forgive yourself for one thing, then another, and another. My voice is soft, just like teaching Luca. Step by step. The silence stretches, but it's not empty. It's full of possibility. I killed men, Matteo says suddenly. In my old life, I gave orders that destroyed families, ruined lives. And you walked away. You chose differently. Too late. Lucia paid the price for my choices. So honor her. I lean forward. Live the life she'd want for Luca. For yourself. Be the man she believed you could be. Matteo's eyes find mine. Something shifts in his expression. Something that looks like hope. How are you so wise? I'm not wise. I'm just someone who's learned that we can't change the past. We can only choose how we move forward. He reaches out. His hand covers mine. His touch is warm, gentle. Thank you, he whispers, for not running, for staying when you learned the truth. Where else would I go? I smile. This is my home now, too. His thumb traces small circles on my hand. Neither of us pulls away. Emma, A door slams upstairs. Luca cries out. A nightmare. We both jump up, run for the stairs. The moment broken, but not forgotten. The next morning, a black car pulls up to the mansion. A man in a dark suit steps out. He's thin, sharp-featured. His eyes are cold. Rosa tenses when she sees him. Franco is here. Who's Franco? Matteo's old consigliere, his second in command. Her voice is tight. I don't like that man. He has a snake's heart. Franco enters without knocking, acts like he owns the place. Matteo meets him in the office. The door closes. I take Luca outside to the garden, but I can feel the tension from inside the house. Something's wrong. An hour later, Franco leaves. His face is hard, angry. He glares at me as he passes. Who are you? He asks. His voice is sharp. Emma Carter. I'm Luca's caregiver. Caregiver. He spits the word like it's poison. Matteo's going soft, letting women run his house, his life. Excuse me? Tell him Franco stopped by. Tell him he's making a mistake. He leans closer. His breath smells like cigarettes. Tell him the family doesn't forget. He walks away, gets in his car, drives off fast enough to spray gravel. Emma felt fear curl in her stomach. I find Matteo in his office. He's standing at the window. His shoulders are tight. What did Franco want? To remind me of my obligations. His voice is flat. To tell me I can't just walk away. From the Mafia? He turns. His eyes are stormy. You know what I was. What I am. You were. Past tense. I step closer. You're not that person anymore. Franco disagrees. He thinks I'm betraying the family, making them look weak. What do you think? I think I want out. Completely. No more ties. No more looking over my shoulder. His hands clench. But it's not that simple. You don't just leave this life. Then we'll find a way. I touch his arm. Together. There is no we, Emma. This is my burden. My past. He pulls away. I won't let it touch you or Luca. It already touches us. We're part of your life now. That's the problem. His voice breaks. Everyone I love gets hurt. I won't let that happen again. He walks out, leaves me standing in his office, alone, scared, but determined. I'm not going anywhere, no matter what he says. 3 days pass. Matteo is distant, polite but cold. He eats with us, reads to Luca, but the warmth is gone. The walls are back up. Rosa notices. He's protecting you, pushing you away so you won't get hurt. I know. I watch Luca play in the garden, but I'm not leaving. Good, because he needs you more than ever, even if he won't admit it. That afternoon, I plant vegetables with Luca. Tomatoes, peppers, green beans, teaching him about growth, about patience, about nurturing life. Matteo appears on the terrace, watches us for a long moment. Then he comes down the steps, joins us without a word. He kneels in the dirt beside Luca, takes a seedling, plants it carefully. Gardening, huh? His voice is soft, almost apologetic. We're growing hope, I say. Right, Luca? Luca nods, hands his father another plant. We work in silence, the three of us, creating something together, something living and real. When we finish, Matteo stands, brushes dirt from his hands. His eyes find mine. I'm sorry for pushing you away. It's just, I know, you're scared. I stand too, face him directly. But fear doesn't keep us safe. Love does. Something shifts in his expression. The walls crack. Not completely, but enough. I don't know how to do this, he admits. How to let someone in again. Step by step, just like everything else. Luca tugs on Matteo's shirt, points to the watering can, wants his father to help him water the plants. Matteo smiles, picks up the can. Together they water what they've planted, and I watch. My heart full, my hands dirty, my soul at peace. That evening, after Luca is asleep, I find Matteo on the terrace. He's holding a glass of wine, staring at the stars. Can I join you? I ask. Please. He pours me a glass. We sit in comfortable silence. The night air is cool. Perfect. Tell me about your son, Mateo says quietly. About Daniel. My throat closes. I haven't talked about Daniel in so long. Not really talked about him. He was 6 when he died. Bright. Funny. So full of life it hurt to look at him sometimes. Tears fill my eyes. He loved cars. Dinosaurs. Making people laugh. How did it happen? Car accident. A drunk driver ran a red light. Daniel was in the back seat. My husband was driving. I wipe my eyes. Daniel died instantly. My husband walked away without a scratch. And then he left me. Said he couldn't look at me anymore. That I reminded him too much of what we lost. Mateo's hand finds mine. Holds tight. I'm sorry. God, Emma. I'm so sorry. I blamed myself for years. Thought if I'd driven that day, or if we'd left 5 minutes later, or... My voice breaks. But I've learned that we can't control everything. Sometimes terrible things just happen. I blame myself too, Mateo says. For Lucia. For what happened to Luca. If I'd been a different man, made different choices, she'd still be gone. Luca would still be traumatized. I turn to him. You can't rewrite the past, Mateo. You can only choose who you are today. His eyes are wet. He doesn't try to hide it. I loved her so much. Lucia. She saw good in me when no one else did. She believed I could change. She was right. Look at what you're building. The life you're giving Luca. Because of you. Because of us. Together. We sit in silence. His hand still holding mine. The stars bright above us. I'm falling for you, Mateo whispers. I know I shouldn't. I know it's too soon. Too complicated. But I can't help it. Emma's breath caught. Her heart raced against her ribs. I'm falling for you too. He turns to me, his eyes searching mine. His free hand comes up to cut my cheek. I don't want to hurt you. Then don't push me away. He leans in slowly, giving me time to pull back, to say no, but I don't. Our lips meet, soft, gentle, full of promise. When we pull apart, we're both trembling. Mama! Luca's cry comes from inside. A bad dream. I pull away. I should go. He needs you. I stand, start toward the door. Then I turn back. This isn't over, Mateo. This conversation, this us. I know. He smiles. A real smile. I'm counting on it. The next week brings routine again. But everything feels different now. Charged, full of unspoken feelings. Mateo touches my hand at breakfast, smiles at me across the garden, watches me with Luca like I'm the most precious thing in the world. Rosa notices. About time, she mutters. God answered my prayers twice over. But underneath the joy, tension builds. Mateo gets phone calls he won't discuss. Men come to the house. Business associates. Their faces hard. Franco visits again. This time I hear raised voices. Mateo shouting. Something crashes. When Franco leaves, his face is twisted with rage. He looks at me with such hatred it freezes my blood. Be careful, he says. His voice is low. Dangerous. Accidents happen, even in safe places. Mateo appears in the doorway. His face is pale. If you threaten her again, I'll kill you myself, Franco laughs. A cold, empty sound. You've already chosen her over the family, over everything we built. He points at Mateo. This isn't over. He leaves. The door slams behind him. Mateo pulls me inside. His hands shake. Pack a bag. You and Luca. We're leaving. Tonight. What? No. Mateo, what's happening? I'm getting out. For real this time. I'm selling everything. The businesses, the properties, all of it. His eyes are wild. I'm starting a foundation. For children like Luca. For families who need help. That's wonderful. But why are we leaving? Because Franco won't let me go. He'll try to stop me. And I won't risk you or Luca getting caught in the crossfire. Emma felt fear curl tighter in her chest. We'll go to a safe house. Just for a few days. Until I can ensure your protection. No. I grip his arms. We stay together. All of us. You don't face this alone. Emma. I said no. We're family. We protect each other. His jaw tightens, but he nods, pulls me close, buries his face in my hair. I love you, he whispers. God help me, I love you. I love you too. We stand there, holding each other, while outside, darkness gathers. 2 days later, I'm driving Luca home from a therapy appointment. A specialist Rosa insisted we see, just a consultation. Luca hums in the back seat. Content. Safe. I glance in the rearview mirror. A black SUV is following us. Has been for the last 3 miles. My hands tighten on the wheel. I try to stay calm. Take a different turn. The SUV follows. Luca, honey, we're going to play a game, okay? Stay very quiet and hold on tight. He doesn't understand, but he senses my fear. Goes quiet. I speed up. The SUV speeds up too. Pulls alongside us. The passenger window rolls down. A gun appears. I scream. Jerk the wheel. Our car swerves. The bullet hits the side mirror instead of the windshield. More cars appear. Matteo's men. They intercept the SUV. Force it off the road. Gunshots. Screeching tires. I keep driving. My whole body shaking. Luca is crying in the back seat. It's okay, baby. We're okay. We're safe. But I'm lying. We're not safe. We're not okay. I pull into the mansion driveway. Guards rush out. Pull us from the car. Matteo bursts through the front door. Emma! Luca! He runs to us. Grabs us both. Holds us so tight I can barely breathe. Franco's men! I gasp. They tried. They had a gun. I know. My men stopped them. Everyone's okay. His voice is rough. Broken. You're safe now. But his hands shake. His eyes are wild with fear. That night, one of Matteo's guards is dead. Killed protecting us. Franco's betrayal is complete. The war has started. Matteo disappears into his office for hours. When he emerges, his face is hard. Cold. The old Matteo. The Mafia boss. It's done. Franco's properties are being raided. Evidence of his embezzling. His side businesses. Matteo's voice is flat. He'll be arrested by morning. You turned him in? I've been gathering evidence for months. Working with investigators. He sits heavily. I wanted out. This was the only way. Rosa brings him coffee, touches his shoulder. You did the right thing, mio figlio. I killed a man tonight. One of Franco's crew. He was going to shoot Emma. Matteo's hands cover his face. I swore I was done with violence, but I couldn't. I wouldn't let him hurt her. Emma felt tears stream down her face. I kneel in front of him, take his hands, force him to look at me. You saved your son. You saved me. That's all that matters. I'm a killer, Emma. A criminal. You should run as far from me as you can. I'm not going anywhere. Why? His voice breaks. Why stay? Why risk your life for me? Because I love you. Because this is where I belong. I squeeze his hands. And because even broken people deserve second chances. He pulls me into his arms, holds me while he cries. Years of guilt and pain pouring out. I hold him back, whisper words of comfort, of love. It's over now, I tell him. Franco's done. You're free. But even as I say it, I wonder if it's true. If we'll ever really be free. 3 weeks pass. Franco is arrested. The evidence is overwhelming. His empire crumbles overnight. Matteo is cleared of all charges. His cooperation with investigators erases his past. Officially, at least. And he announces his new project, the Romano Foundation for Children with Special Needs. The press conference is huge. Cameras everywhere, reporters shouting questions. Matteo stands at the podium, strong, confident, but his eyes find mine in the crowd, draws strength from me. I'm leaving my former life behind, permanently. His voice is firm. I'm dedicating my resources to helping children like my son, to giving families hope. The cameras flash, questions fly, but Matteo stays focused. My son couldn't speak for 2 years. Doctors said he might never recover, but with patience, love, and the right support, he's thriving now. He looks directly at me. This foundation will provide that support to families who can't afford it, who don't know where to turn. The crowd applauds. Emma felt pride swell in her chest. After the press conference, we escape to the mansion, away from cameras and questions. Matteo finds me in the garden, where it all started, where we planted seeds of hope. Dance with me, he says. There's no music. We'll make our own. He pulls me close. We sway in the evening light. No rhythm, no steps, just two people moving together. Thank you, he whispers against my hair, for believing in me, for not giving up. Thank you for letting me love you. He pulls back, looks at me with such tenderness it hurts. Move in with me, officially, not as Luca's caregiver, as my partner, my love. I already live here. You know what I mean? His voice is soft, hopeful. Be part of this family, for real, forever. Emma's breath caught, her eyes filled with tears. Yes, God, yes. He kisses me, long, deep, full of promise. Above us, a window opens. Luca peeks out. When he sees us, he smiles, waves, then closes the window. Our witness, our reason, our hope. We keep dancing, keep swaying, keep holding each other as the sun sets on our old lives and rises on something new, something beautiful, something worth fighting for. The mansion glows with morning light. I wake beside Matteo for the first time, his arm draped over my waist, his breath warm against my neck. Everything feels different now. Right. Complete. Good morning, he murmurs. His eyes open slowly. Good morning. He kisses my shoulder, my neck, my cheek, each touch gentle, reverent. I could get used to this, he says. You better. I'm not going anywhere. A knock at the door. 3 soft taps. Luca's signal. We both laugh. Matteo calls out, "Come in, buddy." Luca enters, sees us together. His face lights up with the biggest smile. Mama, Papa. He climbs onto the bed between us. Together. Yes, sweetheart. Together. I pull him close, kiss his forehead. Matteo's eyes find mine over Luca's head. They're wet, happy. This is what family looks like. Imperfect. Scarred, but whole. The next few weeks are perfect, almost too perfect. We take Luca on his first trip outside the estate, to the zoo. He holds both our hands, swings between us, laughs at the monkeys. People stare, recognize Matteo from the news. But he doesn't care. He's just a father spending time with his son. Look, Papa, lions, Luca points excitedly. Matteo lifts him up for a better view. Wow, they're big, huh? Big. Luca nods seriously. Then he roars. A tiny, adorable roar. Emma felt joy burst through her chest like sunlight. We eat ice cream, visit the gift shop. Luca picks out a stuffed elephant, clutches it tight all the way home. In the car, he falls asleep, his head on my shoulder. Matteo drives with one hand, his other hand holds mine. Thank you, he says quietly. For what? For this. For showing me what life can be, what I almost missed. You would have found your way eventually. No, I was drowning. You pulled me out. His jaw tightens. I don't know what I'd do without you now. You'll never have to find out. But even as I say it, something cold touches my spine, a warning I can't name. That night, Rosa insists on a family dinner, a real celebration. She cooks all day. The house fills with the smell of her sauce, her bread, her love. We gather around the table, the 4 of us, plus a few of the household staff who've become family too. To new beginnings, Rosa raises her glass. To love that heals all wounds. We toast, eat, laugh. Luca tells a story about the lions, his words still simple but growing stronger every day. After dinner, we take coffee on the terrace. Stars fill the sky. The night is warm, perfect. Matteo pulls me aside. His face is serious. I need to tell you something. My stomach drops. What's wrong? Nothing. Nothing's wrong. He takes my hands. I just want you to know that whatever happens, I love you. You and Luca. You're my everything. Matteo, you're scaring me. Don't be scared. I have a feeling, like something's coming. And I want you to know that no matter what, we'll be okay. He kisses me, deep, desperate, like he's trying to memorize the moment. Promise me you'll take care of Luca if anything happens. Nothing's going to happen. Promise me, Emma. Emma's breath caught. Fear curled in her stomach. I promise. But you're not going anywhere. I hope you're right. The next morning, I wake to sirens. Red and blue lights flashing through the windows. Matteo is already up, dressed. His face is pale but calm. What's happening? I jump out of bed. They're here for me. His voice is flat. The police. What? Why? Franco gave testimony before he was sentenced, named me in crimes I thought were buried. He touches my face. I'm sorry. I thought I'd covered everything, but I was wrong. No, no, this can't be happening. Footsteps pound up the stairs. Guards try to stop them, but the police have warrants. Authority. A detective appears in the doorway. Matteo Romano, you're under arrest for racketeering, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit murder. The words hit like physical blows. Matteo holds up his hands, lets them cuff him. He doesn't fight, doesn't resist. My lawyer will be in touch, he says calmly. Then his eyes find mine. Take care of him, please. Matteo, I love you. They lead him away, down the stairs, past Rosa, who's crying and praying, past Luca, who's just woken up and doesn't understand why Papa is leaving. Papa? Luca's voice is small, scared. I scoop him up, hold him tight, watch through the window as they put Matteo in a police car. The gates open, the car drives away. And just like that, he's gone. The media descends like vultures. Reporters camp outside the gates. Helicopters circle overhead. Our peaceful life becomes a circus. The headlines are brutal. Mafia boss arrested Romano's redemption act, a lie monster behind the mask. I shield Luca from it all. Keep him inside, away from windows. But he knows something's wrong. Papa, he asks every morning. Where, Papa? Papa had to go away for a little while, but he loves you very much. And 2 days pass, then 3. Luca stops talking again, goes back to his room, hides under the table. Emma felt her heart shatter all over again. All the progress, all the healing, gone in an instant. I try everything, music, drawing, the garden, but Luca won't respond. He's retreated back into himself. Rosa finds me crying in the chapel. I can't do this, I sob. I can't watch him fall apart again. Yes, you can. She sits beside me, takes my hands. Faith doesn't end at the first trial, Kara. It grows stronger through suffering. But Luca needs you now more than ever. And Matteo does too. Matteo made his choices. I can't fix this. No, but you can stand beside him. Show the world who he really is. Her eyes are fierce. Write to him. Tell him about Luca. About us. About love. Letters won't change anything. Won't they? She stands. Our words have more power than we know. Write, Emma. Fight for him. Because he'd fight for you. That night, I sit at the desk in my room, pull out paper and a pen. My hands shake. I don't know what to say, how to start. Finally, I write, Dear Matteo, Luca asked about you today. Asked when Papa is coming home. I didn't know how to answer. The truth is, I don't know. I don't know if you'll come home, if we'll ever be together again. But I know this. You are not the man they say you are. You're not a monster. You're a father who loves his son. A man who chose redemption over revenge. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. 1 Corinthians 13:7. I'm bearing this. Believing, hoping, enduring. Come back to us. We're waiting. Always. Emma. I mail it the next morning. Don't know if he'll get it, if it will matter. But I have to try. Days turn into weeks. I write every other day, pour my heart onto paper. I tell him about Luca's small victories, how he hummed yesterday, how he drew a picture of the 3 of us. I tell him about the garden, how the plants are growing, how I water them every morning and think of him. I tell him about my fears, my doubts, but also my faith, my certainty that this isn't the end. Rosa tells me Matteo's lawyer visits him, says Matteo reads my letters over and over, that they're keeping him alive in that place. The thought breaks me and strengthens me at the same time. One morning, a journalist calls. Her name is Sarah. Her voice is kind. Ms. Carter, I've been following your story, Matteo Romano's story. I'd like to tell it properly. The media has already told his story. They've painted him as a villain, but I don't think that's the whole truth. She pauses. I'd like to interview you, and Luca, if you're willing. Let people see the real man. Emma felt something shift in her chest. Why should I trust you? Because I lost my brother to gang violence. I know what that life does to people. Her voice softens, and I know that people can change. That redemption is real. I think about it. About what Matteo would want. About what's right. Okay, but we do this my way. I protect Luca at all costs. Of course, I wouldn't ask for anything less. 2 weeks later, Sarah comes to the mansion. She brings one camera operator, keeps everything small, intimate. We sit in the garden, where everything began, where hope first took root. Tell me about Mateo, Sarah says. The man you know, not the headlines. I take a deep breath, then I tell the truth. Mateo is a father who would do anything for his son, a man who walked away from power because he wanted to be better, to give Luca a different life. But his past is real. He doesn't deny it. But he spent 2 years trying to make amends, building something good from the ashes. Sarah leans forward. The foundation. Tell me about that. It was Mateo's idea, to help families with children like Luca, to give them resources and support. My voice grows stronger. That's not the action of a monster. That's the action of a man who understands suffering, who wants to ease it for others. Luca appears from the house, walks slowly toward us. Sarah's camera operator stays still, doesn't move. Luca climbs into my lap, looks at the camera, then speaks. Papa, come home. His voice is soft, clear, perfect. Sarah's eyes fill with tears. Can you tell me about your papa, Luca? Papa reads stories. Papa plants flowers. Luca looks at me. Papa loves Mama. Emma's breath caught. She held him tighter. And you love him too? Sarah asks gently. Yes, love Papa. The interview continues. Luca tells simple stories about the zoo, the garden, how Papa makes him laugh. When we finish, Sarah wipes her eyes. This is going to change everything, she says. People need to see this, to understand. Will it help him? Will it bring him home? I hope so. God, I hope so. The documentary airs 2 weeks later. It's only 20 minutes, but it's powerful, raw, real. Sarah edited it beautifully, showed Luca's drawings, our garden, the foundation plans, and most importantly, our love. The response is immediate. The video goes viral. Millions of views in days. Social media explodes. Free Matteo Romano. Redemption is real. Stand with Luca. People rally. Share our story. Demand justice, not vengeance. Rosa watches the news coverage, her face glowing. See? God is working. Even now. Especially now. Emma felt hope bloom in her chest like spring flowers. Letters pour in, thousands of them, from families with special needs children, from people who've made mistakes and found redemption, from strangers who believe in second chances. I read some to Luca at night. Show him that Papa is loved, that people are fighting for him. Papa coming home? He asks. Soon, baby. I hope so. Soon. In his cell, Matteo watches the broadcast. His lawyer arranged it. Pulled strings. He sees Emma. Sees Luca, hears his son's voice saying, "Love Papa," and he breaks. Completely, utterly. The guards find him crying. Not quiet tears. Deep, wrenching sobs that shake his whole body. But they're not tears of despair. They're tears of gratitude, of love, of hope. He calls his lawyer that night. I'll testify. Against everyone. Give them everything they need. His voice is firm. Franco's network. The money trails. All of it. That's dangerous, Matteo. You'll make enemies. I don't care. I want out. I want to go home to my family. Okay. I'll make the arrangements. Matteo hangs up, pulls out Emma's letters, reads them again. Every single one. Her words are his lifeline, his anchor, his reason to keep fighting. He picks up a pen, writes his first letter back. My Emma, I watched your interview today, saw Luca's face, heard his voice. You've given me everything. Hope, love, a reason to be better. I'm working with the prosecutors now, giving them what they need to finish this, to bring Franco's entire operation down. It won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. Wait for me. I'm coming home. I promise. Forever yours, Matteo. 6 weeks after his arrest, the news breaks. Matteo Romano cleared of all charges. Cooperation leads to massive bust, hero or villain. The debate continues. I'm in the kitchen with Rosa when we hear. We scream, cry, hold each other. He's coming home, Rosa says. Our boy is coming home. I run to find Luca. He's in the garden, watering his plants like I taught him. Luca, Papa's coming home. He drops the watering can. looks at me with huge eyes. Papa! Yes! Papa's free! He'll be here soon! Luca jumps, actually jumps with joy. Then he runs. Around the garden. Laughing, shouting, Papa! Papa coming home! Emma felt tears stream down her face. Joy, relief, gratitude. We clean the house, make Papa's favorite foods, set everything perfect. But the call doesn't come. Not that day or the next. I try not to panic, try to stay positive, but fear creeps in. What if something went wrong? What if he's hurt? What if, on the third day, I wake to Luca shouting, Mama, Mama, Papa? I bolt out of bed, run to the window. A car is pulling up the driveway. Matteo steps out. He's thin, tired, but he's here. He's real. He's home. I fly down the stairs, burst through the front door. Luca is already there, running full speed. Papa! Matteo drops to his knees, catches his son, holds him, buries his face in Luca's hair. My boy, my beautiful boy. I reach them, fall to my knees, wrap my arms around both of them. We're a mess, crying, laughing, holding each other like we'll never let go. You're home, I whisper. You're really home. I'm home. His hand cups my face. His eyes find mine. And I'm never leaving again. That night, after Luca falls asleep, Matteo and I sit in the garden, our place, where everything changed. I have something for you, he says. He pulls a small box from his pocket, opens it. Inside is a simple ring, not flashy, not expensive, just perfect. Emma Carter, you saved my life. You saved my son. You gave me a reason to be better. His voice shakes. Will you marry me? Will you stay with us? Not as Luca's caregiver, as my wife, as part of this family, forever. Emma's breath caught. Her heart felt too big for her chest. Yes, God, yes. He slides the ring on my finger. Then he kisses me. Long, deep, full of everything we've been through, everything we've survived. I love you, he whispers against my lips. I love you too. Rosa appears on the terrace. She's been watching, waiting. Finally, she shouts. About time you made an honest woman of her. We laugh, all three of us. Joy filling the night air. Above us, stars shine. The same stars that watched us struggle, that watched us fall, that watch us rise now, together. 6 months later, the Romano Foundation for Children with Special Needs opens its doors. The building is beautiful, bright, full of light and color and hope. Children fill the rooms, playing, learning, thriving. Luca runs the halls like he owns the place, helps younger kids, shows them his drawings, teaches them songs. He's speaking in full sentences now, still quiet sometimes, still sensitive, but so strong, so brave. Matteo and I run the foundation together. We're married now. A small ceremony in the chapel with just family. Simple, perfect. Every day we help families, provide therapy, support, resources, everything we wished we'd had. This is what she would have wanted, Matteo says one afternoon. We're watching kids play in the courtyard. Lucia, this is her legacy too. She'd be proud of you, of what you've built, of what we've built. He pulls me close. I couldn't have done any of this without you. Rosa tends the garden outside. The same vegetables we planted together. They're thriving now, growing strong. She plants new seeds, teaches the children, tells them about patience, about faith, about miracles. In the main hall, there's a mural, painted by all the children together. Bright colors, beautiful chaos. At the center, words in bold letters. Love is the language we all understand. That evening, we gather for dinner, the four of us. Family. Luca tells stories about his day, about the friends he made, the games he played. Matteo listens, really listens, his eyes soft, his smile real. I watch them, father and son, healed, whole, happy. Emma felt peace settle over her like a warm blanket. After dinner, we walk through the foundation, lock up, turn off lights. In the entrance, I stop, look at the mural again. You know what I think? I say to Matteo. What? I think this is what heaven looks like. Broken people becoming whole. Love healing what hate destroyed. And it all started with one act of faith. He kisses my temple. You showing up that first day. Refusing to give up. We showed up for each other. All of us. Luca tugs my hand, points to a drawing on the wall. One of his from that first week. The woman with yellow hair and the boy with dark hair, holding hands. That's when I knew, he says. His voice is clear. Sure. When I knew Mama would stay. I kneel beside him. Pull him close. I'll always stay, sweetheart. Always. We drive home together. Windows down, music playing. Luca sings along. At the mansion, stars fill the sky. The garden glows in moonlight. Everything is quiet. Peaceful. Right. Rosa meets us at the door. Welcome home. We're home, Matteo says, his arm around my waist, his other hand holding Luca's. We walk inside together. A family. Imperfect. Scarred. But whole. And as I close the door behind us, I whisper a prayer of gratitude. For second chances. For redemption. For love that heals all wounds. Emma smiled. Everything was finally at peace.